Here's how it's different from normal driving. First, you have to go really slow on turns. That means just take your foot off the brake, let the engine's power just take you through the turn. Second, really tight on the turns. You have to be 60 centimeters from the curb or 30 from the center line before you execute the turn. And that's to prevent a bicycle accident is the reason they give. This is the map we're using today, and before you before you start, you inspect the outside and look under for cats, etc. Get in, put your seatbelt on, check your center mirror, check park, check your cable brake, start the car, and then adjust your side mirrors. Adjust them down so that you can see your rear tires, because you're going to need those in order to get those nice tight turns. Once you've got that, you put on your right blinker and check all your mirrors before you go, and then zoom, 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 away you go. You can go normal speed on the straightaways, just really have to be slow on the turns is the only thing. Of course, check your blind spots whenever you're using your turn signals, like here, you're going to use your signal. Your first turn is at the number 5, and basically, once you see this green area up here, you're going to want to keep going a little bit further, and once that green area lines up on the side, that's when you're going to want to start the turn. Right there. We start our turn and we start going towards this bush over here, and you want to be 60 centimeters. That's double the gutter. Actually, probably a little less than that would make them happy. They're sitting on that side of the car, so they're really watching that stuff. Here's the stop line. You have to know exactly where that stop line needs to be. For me, it's right where the mirror meets the window, right there, like I did with my hand. Now, you're probably going to be stopping at this light because it's 10 seconds green, 18 seconds red. It's a really short cycle. Just plan on stopping for it. I've stopped on it every time I've been around. Now, this really slow corner, take it really tight. Yep, stay within 30 or stay within 60, but more like 30. And the next one, you don't have to be as slow because it's not as steep, but there's some cones here afterwards, so you're going to have to change lanes to the right, check your blind spot, of course, and then change lanes to the left. 5 meters, so that's about right there. You want to hit that, and you're back in the zone. This next one, also not a very tight turn, so quite easy. But this turn is super tight, so go really, really slow, just as a crawl there. There's a bus stop right there. There's sometimes buses. Be 30 centimeters from this stop line, or the center line here, and you turn right into the crank. Now, this is why your mirrors were facing down at your back tires, so that you can look at these on the left and the right. You're just watching your mirrors just to see where you're going. It's actually not that tight. It's not actually that hard. I've never had a trouble with it. You don't actually have to stop at the end of this thing. You can just keep going. There's no stop sign, so it's just a matter of, yeah, just keep going unless there's a car. Number 5 turn here. Again, nice and tight. Then hit the accelerator. They like you to go fast here until number 10. There's actually 2 number 10s, and you're going to go in between those 2 number 10s. And you're going to want a nice, tight, slow turn here. And then we're getting to this 4-way stop, but it's actually not a 4-way stop. You don't have to stop unless there's somebody coming from the left. So what is that, a 4-way go? I don't know. Somebody on the left, you stop. If there's nobody on the left, you just keep going. Kind of an odd thing. Change into the right lane, and we're going to be crossing over here. Watch out for traffic coming on that slope. And if there's nobody coming, then you don't shoot for this one. You shoot for this one. Just aim for it, go across, and get yourself 60 centimeters. Then change lanes, because there's some cones here. You got to get it over to the other lane, and 5 meters after it, you change lanes over here. Of course, use your signal, check your blind spots, blah, 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 blah. Okay, number 15 here, nice tight turn here. But then you go to the center line. You don't have to be left because you're going to be going right. Hug that center line at 30 centimeters, just right here. And, of course, stop line. Watch that. You don't have to be left here. That's a mistake I made. You want to be right over here at the center line the whole time. Take another right, and you can aim for the center line again. 30 centimeters from the center line is what you want. Take a right into the S turn, and then right here, go nice and slow. Look down, use your left and right mirrors. It's not all that hard, and you'll be okay. Now, at the end of this thing, be in the center. You don't want to be too far left. That's a really tight turn, and it's a little bit hard. And they really want you to make this left turn really, really tight. So be in the center, and then tight, 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 nice and slow. Zoom on up to the stop line, but again, be very close to the curb when you get here. And you stop at the stop line. You look left and look right. Now, at the right, you might see some cars with their turn signals on. Still, don't go if there's a car there, even if their turn signal is on, because some people just leave their signal on forever. Okay? So if you see a car, don't go. Nice tight turn on the left, and then again, over here, we're doing a nice tight turn at the beginning, but then going towards the center line. Check for cyclists. Now, this is a little mistake. It should be in center line now. Okay, good. And stop here, look for traffic, go across. And finally, there's the number 19. At the number 19, put your left turn signal on. Even though you're going right, you got to put your left signal on and check your blind spot to the left, because you're going to be coming into the garage right here. Now he's going to tell you 1, 2, or 3. You go into the appropriate area. Now when you're parking, you put on your left turn signal. Once you've got the car in the position, then you put it into park. You put on the parking brake, and then you keep your hand on the steering wheel when you turn off the engine. And of course, you kill your blinker. And then you're done. Good luck.